Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next Focus On video, the Tree of Harmony! Yay! The Tree of Harmony was introduced all the way back in Season 4, but now that we're here in Season 8, we've finally actually gotten some information on the Tree of Harmony, so yay! So I guess it's about time that I did a Focus On video of the Tree of Harmony. I've always liked the Tree of Harmony because I've always liked to think of it as a symbol of a higher power. But of course, now that we know the tree basically came from the pillars, that's basically been busted, so... Oh well. But however, the Tree of Harmony does appear to operate kind of the way that higher power kinda does. You know, unfortunately, to most of the ponies, distress does not actually just say, here's the problem I want you to go solve, just go solve it. Oh, and here's how to solve it too, that would be great, but that's unfortunately not how the Tree of Harmony works. It's like the Tree of Harmony says, okay, I want you and you to go there, and I'm not even going to tell you what it is you need to do. Because yeah, when they started doing the friendship quest, it's like they didn't even know what they're there for. It's like, okay, there's a spot on the map, and it says that we should go there, but we don't even know what we're doing there, so... Which I could imagine would be quite frustrating, but it does in the end work out, so yo! I mean, often, you know, it's like we don't know what is the plan of the higher power. We often don't know what our mission is until after we've completed it. It's like, oh, it makes perfect sense to me now, but of course at the time, we don't really know. But I guess in some ways, it would be kind of unsatisfying, I guess maybe a little bit too easy, if it's just like, oh, this is what I have to do and this is how I'm gonna do it. Okay! Well, now that I've thought about this a little bit more, I think the friendship quests are more than just simply rescue missions. They're also to teach the main six and whoever's going on that mission something, because certainly the main six have definitely not only helped ponies, they've definitely learned things from these friendship quests as well. So, yo! You know, it's times like this I really miss using my OC for these videos, but certainly the Tree of Harmony is definitely directing the ponies, okay, here's a problem, go take care of it. But spice up your life also kind of reminds me of the line by Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Force that controls your actions? Partially. But it also obeys your commands. Because, well, like, the map is kind of, like, rebooting and, like, trying to figure out, oh, what quest should I send them on? Because we haven't sent any pony on a friendship quest in a while, I guess. Then the Rarity says, well, I hopefully not too far away, hopefully someplace with modern amenities. And then the map sends them to Canterlot. I'm sure the map is listening and basically saying, okay, you don't want to be sent halfway across Equestria? I'll send you to a place you actually know with modern amenities. Here, go to Canterlot, take care of this. This is actually kind of interesting. The map was actually the first time and the first way that the tree has any way of actually communicating with the ponies. In What Lies Beneath, the tree has actually developed a much more direct way of talking and communicating with the ponies and the other creatures. And I do like the explanation given is that, as with most creatures, my abilities grow as I grow. So, I like that, because that makes sense. Well, if the tree had this ability to basically create this avatar and talk with the ponies directly, why doesn't it? Why did it have to use the map and not just, like, appear before them? It's like, okay, your next friendship quest is to go here, and I need Rarity and Applejack to do that, so okay. I guess it makes sense, you know, the tree started off when basically just this little itty bitty spark of magic and stuff left over by the pillars, and has obviously grown into something much greater. It's like, oh, the symbolism of that! You know, it's like the spark of one little thing of friendship grew into one of the most powerful magic in all of Equestria. I think there's a great symbolism of that, so yo! So, yeah, definitely the Tree of Harmony is changing. It certainly has taken a much more direct role and has, in fact, grown so much more. It's like, I never thought about that. I was thinking, oh, it has roots that grow right underneath the school. However, those roots may not actually be, you know, from the Tree of Harmony itself. It could be from the giant castle that's right next door, which would probably make sense. Ooh, that's an interesting thought in itself. The castle was actually grown from basically this seed created by the Tree of Harmony. Does that mean that the castle is actually an offspring of the Tree of Harmony? Or could it possibly be that these roots actually are roots from the Tree of Harmony itself, grown all the way from the edge of the Everfree Forest? Interesting thoughts, but difficult to prove without more information, because yeah, we haven't gotten any real information about the Tree of Harmony and the elements of harmony themselves in a while. I've said this before, it's like, was the rainbow power like a one-off thing, or is it just something that we can do all the time? I guess it was a one-off thing, because we can now see that you can actually remove the elements of harmony from the tree. It's like, they were not lost forever as we kind of thought they were. It's like, oh no, we can get them back, and which I kind of support and I like. Because, yeah, it's definitely, the long story short is that, yeah, using the elements of harmony too much can be too much. So it was a good idea to have some kind of limit on the element of harmony that, no, we can't permanently remove the elements of harmony from the Tree of Harmony, otherwise bad things will happen. However, if there's a real problem, we can go back to the Tree of Harmony and call upon the awesome power of the magic of friendship and the elements of harmony. So, roar! I don't think we've ever seen a situation where the Tree of Harmony has, I would be called, wrong. Oops, this was totally not the pony to send here. Uh-oh. I don't think that would ever happen, because that would be... However, I'm kind of disappointed that Discord was able to trick the Tree of Harmony with a fake friendship emergency. That was kind of disappointing and annoying, but kind of makes sense. For that plot line, it kind of worked. But that's really opening up a door that they're not going to be able to close again, because that's an interesting dilemma that, oh, the Tree of Harmony can actually be fooled, and of course, in some ways, why not? While it may be the symbol of a higher power, it is not itself a higher power, and it doesn't know everything that's going on. It must have some way of knowing what's going on around all of Equestria if it's able to basically plan these friendship quests and say, hey, you have to go there. Well, it can't just say, I want you to go to Manhattan halfway across Equestria. There's probably a friendship problem there. Can't do that. Ooh, I had a thought. What if the Tree of Harmony's roots really do grow everywhere? Yeah, that gives it, like, this ability to, like, sense what's going on with all the ponies. Because that's an interesting question. Otherwise, how would it be able to do that? Interesting. But regardless, it does seem to have some way of knowing what's going on all around Equestria. Again, it's kind of disappointing that it can be fooled, but oh well, so be it. I do like the way the Tree of Harmony operates. Have faith, it'll be okay. You're the right ponies for the job. I trust you to handle this. Yo! And it is actually kind of nice to see the Tree of Harmony becoming more than just this tree that was just sitting in a cave all by itself. You know, oh, it's just simply the source of the elements of harmony. At first, the elements of harmony, they were just this super magical force that was like the strongest thing in Equestria. Then there was the Tree of Harmony that grew the elements of harmony. And then we learned later on that, oh, the Tree of Harmony was actually grown from the pillars. And now in What Lies Beneath, we learn that the Tree of Harmony is continuing to grow and is actually, its abilities are expanding because it is growing. So, ooh, the Tree of Harmony has literally been growing throughout the course of the show to where we are now. And I think that's kind of good, that it means that the tree is becoming a much more active role in the show. It was a key to the very survival of Equestria itself. That's actually interesting in itself, is that this is the first time the Tree of Harmony has intervened directly on its own during one of these big crises. When we first see the elements of harmony, they're just basically a source of magic. They're just this thing by itself. It doesn't have a mind of its own. But now the Tree of Harmony is actually able to intervene itself. This wasn't quite an element of harmony moment, but it was pretty close to being one. The Tree of Harmony has become much more active within the show, to the fact that it's actually involved directly on its own accord. But this would be like the sword coming, don't worry, I will save you! So, overall, I think that the Tree of Harmony is definitely really cool. Although I do have to say, it's really great that Tree of Harmony has become much more active and been basically developing a mind of its own. But ironically, it could stand to be a little bit more friendlier, because you do not believe friendship is in your nature? That is unacceptable! That wasn't very nice. But I can understand that the Tree of Harmony is like, what, you don't believe in friendship? No! How could you? Sacrilege! But I guess in some ways the Tree of Harmony doesn't really have much experience interacting directly with other ponies and creatures and stuff, so it doesn't really know that that's kind of mean. It also does seem to me that the Tree of Harmony may actually be directly grooming them to be, in a way, the next main six. But, we shall see about that. It could just be that the Tree of Harmony actually did hear them during that part where they're kind of mocking the Tree of Harmony. They dare to mock me. It's like, oh, they're not actually really good friends. I may have to do something about this. Creatures not being friends? That's not acceptable! Aw, poor Tree of Harmony, it'll be okay. They actually really are good friends. It'll be okay. Did I just have sympathy for a tree? But it's a very smart tree that's clearly developing a mind of its own. I do like that the Tree of Harmony is taking a much more active role, that it's not just simply this thing that grew the elements of harmony, but as harmony itself is growing, so does the Tree of Harmony. Maybe that's why the tree is getting so much stronger and more active, because now that we're friends with all the creatures and ponies and creatures outside of Equestria. Maybe Harmony is spreading so much that the Tree of Harmony itself is growing. It's just so beautiful. So that is the end of my Focus on video on the Tree of Harmony. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong, and pony on. Blue Star out.